So what really led me to product faculty at this point was more around my realization that I was a bit more focused on the delivery side of things as a product manager. I'd say it's probably like a 70-30 split. And I wanted to be a bit more strategic and be more, I'd say, product first focused. Yeah, funny enough, I've actually done a few other of the product management courses. I've been lucky enough where through the companies I've worked, we had a large training budget and I was able to do I think it was 2 or 3 of these different product management courses. Product faculty was really the only, what I describe as the Canadian course, Canadian focused course, because I found the other ones, they were based in the US, and it was great to get the perspective and how, product management works from a North American standpoint, but it wasn't really too relevant to the Canadian market in terms of the skills that Canadian companies are asking for product managers, and even in terms of like the ways of working as well. So when I looked at product faculty, especially when I reached out to Mo and we had a conversation about what product faculty was about, what I really enjoyed was was focused to the Toronto or really the Canadian market and how product managers operate here. And on top of that, the guest speakers were either people who have experience in the Canadian market and are working in the States or are currently in the Canadian market and can talk about their experiences navigating through our up and coming product management industry in Toronto specifically. Obviously, I like to preface this with, I've done a few of these other product management courses, so the content really always builds upon itself. Like whatever product faculty was teaching was just kind of adding on to what I've learned before and through my work experience or any other education program. But I think the key thing for me is the networking and the confidence that the course built through me. So I'll talk about the confidence one first. What I like with training programs, especially the ones that I get sponsored through whatever company I'm working for, is I like making sure that are the skills that I'm learning in my current role right now the skills that are needed within the product management industry. And what I found with product faculty, it was a nice mix of, hey, these are the things like would help me confirm in terms of these are the things you're doing and you're doing them correctly, or you need to adjust a few of the patterns over here, but also sort of give me an idea of these are some up and coming patterns in product management that you should consider, which is what I really appreciate. It gave me room to grow rather than making me feel like I was missing out on a lot. The second thing, which I also mentioned early on in this conversation, was networking. So it was great that the team and Mo set up a lot of students in this course, students and guest speakers who are from the Toronto or the Canadian market for product managers. So whether it was in between classes through the chat messages or within the class exercises where we were in groups, or even just outside when we had our own conversations because I was able to network with other people. It was great to learn about their experiences in product management and how the course affected them and what they were trying to achieve in their job. And I think because product management is really, it's a established market, but it's really growing. Different people have different definitions for it. So learning from other people helped me really define my perspective. And I really take that quite strongly from what product faculty offered us. I already have to a few other people who are considering product faculty courses or like any product management courses. And I would still stick my original point where it's because it's more relevant to the Canadian product management market that I think people within Canada will learn a lot. Obviously, it still applies to people in the States as well too, but I think the nice mix that product faculty is offering in terms of guest speakers and the people within the class is the key value here. And on top of that, I think the process of even the application side, I really enjoyed where, we were reviewing, the qualifications of the person joining the course and deciding if this course actually fits for you. And that's what I really appreciated when I talked to Mo, which he was looking for, is this course right for you? Am I going to learn something or not? And that's how sort of product faculty went in. And I found some of the other programs that I've taken in the past didn't really focus on the learnings that you could get. It was more like, do you qualify for the course or not? Which product faculty does not really consider that strongly.